Welcome back, YouTube. Come in here to try to catfish a little while this morning. Got me a new reel here that I'd ordered that came in. I spooled it up. I'm trying to learn how to throw this thing. I ain't too used to throwing these Baitcasters. But I'm trying to learn. I make a little bit of a throw with it, but this is the second one I caught. I wasn't ready with my camera. I didn't have my camera on. I threw it out there to start with. And before I could get my camera on, one had already grabbed it, a little bit smaller than this one, probably about 2 pounds or so. Anyhow, we could try out that new reel when I get a chance. Directly, I'll tell you about me practicing with it at the house the other day. Hang on, let me get this out of his mouth. Find my pliers. Alright, finally got that hook out of his mouth. He had it hung pretty good, and we could see what we catch this morning. Black River's not world renowned for catfish, but we do have some in here. I have caught flatheads 40 pounds, blue cats 35, and I've had stuff straighten my hooks, even pop my line that I didn't get to see before. One of these little whippersnappers on here. One of these that likes to thorn you. Yeah, I hear you. Little rinky-dink cat, maybe 1.5 pounds. He's big enough that I'll skin him. Man, is that sunshine hot. All the places right now in the shade that I know of. This water tide's going out. And it wash into a bunch of hangs and stuff. You sure hung it in your mouth good. Oh, well, let me work on him a minute. Anyhow, on that rod, I got Jello, strawberry Jello flavored chicken. On the other rod, I got cut shad. So that's what I'm trying to do. Whoa, got something here pulling out a little bit of drag on here, YouTube. I hope I got him hooked good, whatever he is. Hope he ain't running a treetop out there, because he ain't wanting to budge, and he's in that hard running water. And that hard water out there, you don't want to move. Just hope he don't throw the hook. Oh, coming to the boat now. Whoa, I don't know what I got this drag set on. ain't said it since it come. It ain't no monster, but a good eating sized cat. I might better get the dip net out on him. He won't get off. He won't let loose him. Look at that. See there? The hook come out right there. The hook come loose. There we. Well, we will get to eat some fish nuggets. I want to try out that new reel, get some practice with it on how to throw that thing. And that old good blue cat there. Whew. That was most worth the trip. It ain't no monster, but good eating. Anyhow, YouTube, I switched up and put a regular piece of chicken on that Baitcaster. And that's what I had on there then with that one. Just trying out different things, getting used to throwing that Baitcaster. I got out in the yard the other day trying to practice with it when it first come, and I only had a little bit of 30-pound test line to put on there. So I got out in the yard and I was practicing throwing that thing and trying to get the dial set to slow down the spool, and where it wouldn't get a bunch of birds' nests. And I was throwing it and it wasn't going very far. And directly I created a bird nest that Tweety Bird would have been proud of. So I messed with it. I finally had to cut off some line, got that straight. And then I saw on YouTube that an old guy said that you can come around and make a side cast with that thing and get more distance. So I backed up with a right hand swing from out of Texas. George Foreman would have been proud of me with that roundhouse right. And I slung that thing, and man did it take off. And I put my thumb on the spool to stop the line, and I waited, and I never did hear the lead hit the ground. So I started to reel on it, and I looked, and I threw across 2 treetops, and the lead was hanging up in the top of one of the trees. So I quit right then and figured I better get to the river if I was going to practice. Now when I cut grass, I got to be careful that lead don't fall out the trees around there and hit me in the head. But that's the story of me trying to learn how to use this Baitcaster. We hooked into one out there, YouTube, and he's went round a log. He'll come from round it. He keeps moving. I don't know how big he is because he's around that log. Try to hold pressure on him and hope he comes from around it. Now we got him moving again. Now he's around another log. I didn't know so many logs was out there. The way this water's running, if I move off the top of this bonnet bed, it's going to wash me back so far past him, trying to get him up out of there. I still feel him on there. Maybe he'll move in a minute. Me and him one's got to move. I just felt him move again. Must be a treetop down there. Oh, he's jerking on it now. He's a nice fish if I can just get him from around. He may have that hook hung up in the treetop. Me and him one gonna have to make a move here in a minute. All them other times I didn't get hung up in that treetop. He just moved a little bit. I hate to give him slack, because if he's toward his mouth, he'll get off with the slack. Let me sit here in a few minutes and hold pressure on him, and if he comes from around there, I'll turn the camera back on. There, you two. We ain't got no choice but to pull it. I know it's kapop. It did. Well, we tried, did what we could do. Yep, it popped off. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Can't get them all. Well, YouTube, the big one got away, but it was new reel. I probably should have had the drag just a little bit tighter where I could have brought him up quicker. He was trying to stay next to the bottom. Got him around one treetop and he got in there nothing. But I'll get it adjusted. Like I say, it's new. I'm trying to get used to it. But anyhow, we did manage to catch enough to cook up some nuggets one weekend. Maybe do a catfish stew. I'll try them again tomorrow Saturday. But anyhow, we went and tried out the new reel and we give it a try. We caught a few catfish. It's hot though, let me tell you. But after that and popped my line, I didn't feel like redoing it, so I crunk up and hit it on out. It was about 11 o'clock. Anyhow, we'll catch you the next time, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed.